to write. Master of the screen, enigma supreme. Oh, pixels obey his twisted dream. Master of the screen, chaos unseen.
Alright, good morning everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Enigma. Hope you're doing a great, hope you're having a great day today. Hope everything's working. Jeez, it's kind of weird. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great week. Happy Friday to you. I know I am. Sure. Okay, whatever. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great day. We are playing a new game today. We're actually an old game. This is called Crystalis, okay? Crystalis is a game from the old Nintendo, the NES, Famicom, if you will. In Japan, it's called Godslayer. We are playing it on the Nintendo Switch on the SNK... I have to get it into the light here. SNK 40th Anniversary Collection. I got this several years ago on the Nintendo Switch. It's got several games on it. Just so happens as a bonus, it does have Crystalis. It also has the Japanese version called Godslayer. Can't imagine why they would change the name of that in the 80s, but they did. I'm kidding, of course. This is a Zelda-esque kind of game. We're playing it because Nintendo apparently gets really upset when you stream their games. And I don't get it. So we're playing, instead of playing a Zelda, we're going to play a Zelda clone. I want to thank everyone who tuned in last month for our Castlevania romp. We had a lot of fun doing that. Now we're continuing some retro stuff. You can't go back. I think it was 1990 this came out. This is an older game, post-apocalyptic. Like I said, it's a Zelda game. Mechanically, it plays very much like Zelda. There are some differences though, as we're going to go over as we get into it. First of all, it does have that isometric overhead view the same way Zelda does. But it has an experience-based system, so you level up via killing monsters the same way you would in a standard RPG, which makes Zelda more of an adventure game, and this actually having more RPG elements, even though this is an adventure game as well. Full disclosure today... Oh, crap. I gotta put my... There we are. Hello, Grizzled. Good to see ya. And we're going to put in our name here. This game has a... I don't know if I have the space to put my name. I do. So this is a post-apocalyptic game. TGIF, buddy. TGIF. I am just started. I have a package being delivered today. I need to sign for. I think it's going to be delivered today. So if I have my headphones only half on, so I can hear the doorbell when it rings. It says it'll be here between 10:30 and 12:30. It's loaded on delivery vehicle, so it means it's coming my way. That's the plan. Okay, so anyway, this is how the game starts. Walk out of a cave. Hey, there's a guy coming out of that cave. So if we look at our sub-screen here, that's us, our attack, our defense. We have 48 life, level 1. We have no shield, no armor, no weapons. Unlike Simon's Quest, like we saw yesterday, there are... Oh, it gave us $100. We now... oh, and then we have this, another subscreen. Shield, armor, power, item, magic. This is all stuff we will fill in as we play through the game. Oh, we can save. So there's a battery in there. Okay, so the start button takes us to that subscreen. The X button takes us to that subscreen. Okay, so we're good. We're good. We're good. All right. And they gave us a sword. So we have swords now. Let's see, X button. Let's equip the Sword of Wind. So we now have... I wasn't trying to do that. With the Sword of Wind, we'll be able to swing it like a normal sword, right? But if we hold the button down, we will get this little, like, electrons around us like we're an atom, and then we're able to shoot a wind-based bullet. There are 4 swords in the game. I know it's going to be kind of weird to hear this. There are wind, fire, earth, and instead of wind, it's with thunder. There's a thunder sword. I said earth. I meant water. It's earth, water, fire, and thunder. Earth is not a sword that we get. Each sword will have 3 power-ups. So at the bottom here we have, it says force. That's when we hold the button and see how it goes to 1. Each sword will have 3 power-ups as well. So the Sword of Wind will have 1, 2, and 3. Each one will do, more power. And then also, when you get to level 2 sword, or the sword up to level 2, which is when you get the Ball of Wind, it'll break down some certain stone walls. The Sword of Ice will make bridges over certain gaps. The Sword of Fire will break down ice walls, certain ice walls, and the Sword of Thunder takes down iron walls, I think. So, this is standard kind of RPG stuff. We go in and we buy stuff. We want to buy, yes. To buy that or that. Let's go ahead and buy that. We have $100. So, you purchase that? No. We will come back and get that shield, but for first, if I can hit the right button, equip our armor. There we are. So now we have some armor on, and we will get a shield as well. We don't have it yet. So we do this via just kind of run around, and we will find monsters out here in the world. This is made by SNK, by the way. Same company that's responsible for the Neo Geo. Alright, there's a bad guy. Let's let him have it. And then we collect the money. So that was $1. And it also says, if you look down there, it says EX, experience, 1 of 30. So at so when we get 30 experience points, we are going to level up. I do not remember what the level cap is in this game. But I do know that certain monsters will have certain weaknesses to certain swords. We want to get $80 so we can buy that shield. And leveling up along the way, there's nothing wrong with, so. And of course, as we get stronger, we'll get more health. Our sword swings will get stronger. I believe, things like that. It's been a while since I've played this. But I'm unofficially kind of a real big fan of this game. I played it, obviously I own it on the old Nintendo. Always, I thought it was an underrated gem, quite frankly. Because not a lot of people put it on their top list of games. Ooh, I took a hit there. we go. I don't have near the memory of this game as I do some of the other old school stuff that we've played here recently, like you know, the original Zelda, So-10, things like that. So if I'm wandering around aimlessly, it's because I don't remember where to go. So don't worry, we'll figure it out. This is a very large game. It's actually probably much larger than the Zelda game, quite frankly, the first Zelda game. There's a lot of different places to go. A lot of characters you meet, a lot of story. There's a a lot of things, and I believe one or two of the characters from this game ended up going over to other SNK games. SNK is really good about taking characters and sticking them in other games and things like that, like King of Fighters. The sword will also do damage just by stabbing like that, but I always find it easier to keep your distance and pop them. I don't remember if we get our health back when we level up or not. I don't remember. We're gonna find out. Oh, jeez, Enigma, what the heck? One of the real only drawbacks to this game, quite frankly, to me, is the fact that once you start getting access to more swords, you can't easily switch between them. You have to go to the sub screen and switch between them. It's not there's no quality of life. You going like hitting one button and all of a sudden you cycle through your swords and cycle through your power ups. But that's because the Nintendo only had 2 buttons, so yeah, what are you gonna do about that? Nothing you can do.
It's me, Mario!
Oh, hello, Daylight. Welcome in. Two more experience points for a level up. I need to find out how to add Blurp to Rumble. There's our level up. We did not get our health, or all of our health back. So, and now see, we can now take those tigers down in one hit after the level up. And our next level up will be 60 experience points. I'm not entirely certain why. Oh yeah, he's pink because I'm gonna move this so I can actually see it. Happy Friday, Daylight. I hope you've had a great week, brother. Happy May. It's May 1st. 62. I need to get more money. Oh, cool. Day off. Days off are awesome. Ah, come on. There we go. And don't forget, for my Rumble friends out there, tomorrow we're going to do a Saturn Saturday. I'm going to play Dragon Force on the Sega Saturn on stream. Hopefully it'll be without a hitch. 10 more bucks. You've never heard of this game? I know that's not true because you and I did a podcast about top NES games, and this is one I talked about. But I don't think you remember. Alright, there's 80 bucks. Let's go buy our shield. You definitely don't remember. We did a podcast about top NES games. We voted on them and which ones we thought would be good. And I was a big believer in this one, and you and Brummel were all about trying to get this game as far down on the list as you could because I liked it. That's probably because you guys never heard of it. If you find yourself interested in it, it's on the SNK 40th Anniversary Collection on the Nintendo Switch. So, I don't know if that's still in print, but that is where I got it. I own the original NES cart as well. I told you it was Legend of Zelda. I told you guys this. I said it's Legend of Zelda, but it's got an actual more cohesive story, and it's bigger of a game. Alright. So now we have a shield. So they want us to go meet the wise man in the cave over here. We'll keep building up our stuff here. It is a Zelda clone, but it came out later, and it's a bigger game, and it's got more variety. Those are, whenever I power up, like right now I don't have it, but if I hold the button, I power up, get to level 1, and then that tells me I have a bullet ready to shoot at enemies. That's what that is. Make the windmill work is what he wants us to do. He'll teach us magic. So we will have magic spells. We'll be able to learn. The wise men will teach us magic spells, some of which are very useful for combat. Some of them are very useful for getting through situations. Just don't forget to go through and grind as you go. Collect money, because there's going to be more armor, more weapons, more shields. You only have to buy the shields and the armor. The power-ups for your swords. Your swords and your power-ups are all given to you. Dang. Level up. We're halfway to our next level up, so that's good. Oop. That's how you run into somebody. I don't know what the inn costs to stay there, but we'll have to do that at some point to get our health back. There we go. And there's the windmill they want us to get operating, so we have to find a way to get that going. And if I think we get too far, it'll tell us not to go. Really? Alright, so this cave, we're going to take a little judiciously here. Oh. This gets us to the windmill. Okay. So we need the windmill key. And that guy's sleeping his head off. I think we need to get a whistle to wake him up. Oops. But this is very standard JRPG stuff, even though this is an adventure game, not really an RPG. It's got RPG elements. But thing to remember is you want to, when you get to a new town, find the armor shop, buy the best armor you can, talk to everybody, find out what you're supposed to do next. Then you do that, and you move on to the next area, move on to the next area. So it's very similar to your JRPGs like Lunar and things like that, and with that where you're saving, basically you grind for money and experience, so you can afford to buy the latest weapons and armor in the town that you're in. Okay. Points to a level up. This probably goes without saying, but also make sure you're saving a lot, because this is an old school game. 5 more points to a level. There's also no map, so in-game map. You can find maps online. This game does have a small following out there of people who love it, just as any of these old school games have. Three more points to level up. I might have done in all the enemies. Nope, there's one. Oh, get him. Got it. Next level up is 150. Okay, let's see. Go up here. Bought ourselves an alarm flute. That should wake that dude up. Of course, you will find, as with the same thing with the Metroidvania games, finding a place to grind a little. You'll find places where monsters are worth quite a bit of experience. You want to make sure in this game that you are as high level as humanly possible for each area, because the game can get very unbalanced and very unfair on you fairly fast. So you definitely want to make sure you are taking the time. That's why I say make sure you buy the best weapon, the best armor you can. not to take a hit. There's a guy sleeping over here. This guy right here. So if we go ahead and go down to our items. So now we have the key. Head on down here and activate the windmill. Wrong button. And when that happens, that'll open up. Yep. Notice we have 51 MP as well, so that's going to be something we need to look at. Can't remember the spell he gives us, but... But healing is one of the... that's the spell we really want. I don't think that's the one he teaches us. I could be wrong. Healing is a good spell, though. Each of the wise men will teach us some magic spells here. Fresh. Maybe that is healing. Yep, that's our healing spell. Yeah, so basically the hardest part of this game is going to come down to keeping your health high, grinding for experience, grinding for money. And this is much more, while it's open world in a way, it's also kind of stage based. Like once we get into the cave, there's not a whole lot of reasons to come back here, even though we will, because there's storyline stuff that's going to happen. And then there's a clinging noise you're going to hear in some cases, and that's going to be an enemy that is actually immune to your attack that you have, immune to your sword that you have equipped. And your character is pink, so he stands out from the background better, so. Oop. Got you there. Go, yeah. Since your character is always in the center of the screen like this, be careful when you're in a cave because you don't want to take a dumb hit. Done that quite a bit. Oh, you're back. Go. Dang, okay. See, we almost got hit there. We're a third of the way to our next level up, so you can never have too many levels up. Oh, jeez. Ooh, come on. Number 3. Okay, see this wall? How it is differentiated cut, the different color there. It's gray versus the brown of the rest of the rock. That is a breakable wall. We can't do anything about that yet because we don't have the right item. Once we get the ball of wind, we'll be able to actually take down that wall and move on. So we're probably looking for the ball of wind in this dungeon. Again, I don't remember. It's been a lot. The last time I played this, there's actually a couple ports of this. The original one was on the old Nintendo, the NES. Then they released it again for the Game Boy Color, which I have that as well. That's the last time I really played this, was Game Boy Color. Warp boots. I think warp boots take you out of a dungeon. I'd have to look at that. I don't remember. Or warp you to a new town you previously visited. There are status effect changes in this game. You can be poisoned. So be cognizant of that. We're 2/3 of the way to our level up, so 50 more points and we'll level. Dead end, nothing here. Ooh, bats. And they do hurt. Healing item, medicinal herb. Another wall we'll be able to blow down when we get the ball of wind. Nothing we can do about that. Now we have the ball of wind. Okay, so now we can go to our sub-screen and equip the ball of wind. Every sword is going to have ball and bracelet. And once we get those, we'll be able to take care of other things. We can't save here. Okay. So now we can go to level 2, and it shoots this. It is a more powerful shot. Still took a hit there. My goodness. I don't remember the bats being so annoying. But now we have level 2, we can just blow the... Huh. There we go. Blow the wall down. Blow me down. That's if we get poisoned. Your power's too low. Okay. Another level up. We did get... There we go. I got it. Well, let's see what's over here first. Goofiness. Luminescent herb. Oh, boy. Any enemies that are pink, like those slimes, I think it's the pink ones that are the ones that can actually poison you. So, careful with those guys. That, I think, is a boss fight. I don't want to take him on just yet. Because I want to go recover my magic points in case we need them. There we go. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, missed. Ah. Okay, go to the inn. No. Yep. And I'm still taking stupid hits. What can I say? Of course, there are four wise men. Well, 3 wise men and 1 wise woman that you'll have to seek out. They'll teach you magic and give you hints as to where to go. Another stupid hit. Ah! Nose. Already a third of the way to our next level up, too, so don't mind that. Aha! Okay. So I believe this is our first boss fight. I think he's a vampire. But and I think he shoots bats, yeah. Oh, come on. Freaking bats. Ah! So we can do without getting hit. Just remember to keep our distance. The bats are what eat you up. Although I got hit by him as well because he warps around. The more you hit him, the quicker his warps get. So. Okay, back to being a third of the way to our next level up. Never hurts to gain experience in gold, guys. Always, or money. He doesn't call it gold in this game. Taking a stupid hit like that. Here we go again. Whoa! Bats are eating me up. There we go. We were one hit from killing him before. Alright, so the rabbit boots, if I'm not mistaken, allow us to jump. Don't remember. I mean, I'm pretty sure they make you jump. I'm trying to remember how to do it. While we break down. Now we're in a new area. So we want to be careful and find a town, just like this one. Bring him his stuff later. Of course, we need to go up here. Leather armor is better, so. And bronze shield, so. Is that a village only women live? Okay. 220 for the upgraded shield. Is this where we can... Now we can sell that shield that we don't need anymore. Fully recovered. Okay. So the guy wants us to find his statue he lost in the river. We'll go find it. Or somewhere. Ooh, they throw back. Take your levels up. Almost 2/3 of the way to our level up. These warthog axe things are proving to be lucrative. Oop, missed. Oh, no, no, no. Come on, baby. Yeah, I actually didn't remember that was there, but I'm glad I remembered. I'm glad I ran across it. That's the statue the guy's looking for, so we can take it back for him in town. Level up, level up. Trying to remember how to use those damn boots. See how the sword doesn't makes that noise? He is invulnerable to the wind sword, so I can't hit that mushroom thing. I do know we have this onyx. So we can... Let's see. Very valuable, the gas mask, for the when we get to the poison swamp. And I'm flat out telling you, do yourself a favor when you're playing this and make sure you get some levels up. The poison swamp that we're going to go to here next is kind of where it separates the men from the boys in this game. It is a part of the game that will test you. So it never hurts to get yourself going here, get yourself some levels, get yourself some experience. Pardon me. Woo. Oh, jeez. These guys are everywhere. We just got leveled up now. We can take them down in 2 hits instead of 3. So. I think the Radit boots can be used if I don't have a spell equipped, now that I think about it. Boy, they just keep spawning. I'm okay with it though. And 5 isn't exactly a whole lot of XP, but we're doing okay as far as leveling goes. And like I said, you can't ever have enough levels up, because that's where you get more strength, you get more life, you get more magic. Never hurts to take some time to do it. And if you level, try to save as soon as you can. Because again, this game, one of the things about it is you don't really have a lot of invincibility frames if you're getting hit. So if you're fighting something like a boss, they can, like we just saw with the vampire not too long ago, he just completely wrecked us. And we were just taking multiple hits from his bats with no recovery time. Oof. Ha. Let's go recover. We're almost dead. has a dick. Oh, okay. Ah. I don't like taking stupid hits. Come on, baby. Here we go. Yeah, I do. This game brings back a lot of nostalgic memories for me. I played this a lot. I've rented this from the video store quite a few times. In fact, I would take it back and re-rent it. Because I wanted to, didn't want anyone saving over my game. Come on. Oh gosh. Hmm. 275 out of 700. Look at my UPS thing here to make sure, see where it is. Is it out for delivery? Oh, crap. It is out for delivery, so cell says between 10:30 and 12:30, so I don't know exactly when it's going to be here. But the reason why I'm not wearing my headphones completely is so I can hear the doorbell ring. Because it requires a signature. It's a bottle of bourbon. think there's a... Ah, I saw that coming and I still let it happen. Ah. Crazy. Yep. Cover our health. And then get hit immediately because that's what I do. Well. Ha! Dick-headed warthog. So I mean about with the way the screen shifts with where you are, you can run into a bad guy you didn't even know was there. Or they can come after you. Mm-hmm. Ooh, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. They keep spawning. I'm gonna keep killing them for now. We're over 500 experience points into this level, so good stuff. Good stuff. But as I said, this is made by SNK, the same company who created the Neo Geo, same company that did Samurai Showdown and Art of Fighting and all, you know, all those other, you know, King of Fighters, all those stuff like that. This was previous to Neo Geo, though, so they hadn't quite. They were doing arcade games, I think, but they hadn't done the Neo Geo yet. Neo Geo was actually a very brilliant idea for SNK. You know, arcades were king back in the 90s, and something that was really, really smart that SNK did was the Neo Geo was not just a home console, but it was also an arcade cabinet. You could anyone who's anyone who's been in an old gas station or a bowling alley or whatever, they used to have the Neo Geo cabinets, and The cabinets were, of course, arcade cabinets, but the games were interchangeable in them. So instead of you going to spend several $1,000s on an arcade cabinet that only played one game, like if you bought, I'm just going to throw out Ninja Turtles because I love Ninja Turtles arcade. You throw that out there. I should stream that sometime again. That was a lot of fun. I haven't played that in a while. Anyway, instead of you, buying one game and then you'd have to buy another game, a whole other cabinet, spend several $1,000s. Neo Geo was an arcade cabinet that basically was, you would buy the cabinet and then you could swap out the games. Up to 4 games, I want to say it was up to 4, could be installed on the unit at a time. So if you had purchased let's just say you got the shooting game Raiden. That was always the one I saw in Neo Geo. I think it was Raiden, and it wasn't drawing any, in your area, people weren't playing it. Instead of you spending thousands of dollars to get another arcade cabinet in to play another game, you could just spend a couple $500 or whatever it was. I think it was 500, and you would get a different game to put in there. So you could take out Raiden and put in Art of Fighting or whatever. Hey there, Hadayama. Thank you for the chat. I appreciate that. Trying to get my Rumble chats. I need to get 20 unique chatters, and I'm at 3 already. So thank you. How you doing, buddy? You weren't streaming yesterday when I was done, so I couldn't raid you out. I'm sorry. So the Neo Geo was a was very ingenious for its time, and of course then SNK did something even kind of crazier, which we know what that is the Neo Geo home console. You were still alive. I didn't see you. I'm so sorry. I looked and I didn't see you. I raided Tombi instead. I'll get you. I'll get you back. I gotta come in and raid you. The Neo Geo home console, the chase that everybody wanted back in the 90s was the phrase arcade perfect. We looked at the arcades as the gold standard of video games at the time, and yeah, thousands of dollars to go into an arcade cabinet usually had much better graphics, much better gameplay than a $200 NES. So what SNK did was, if people want arcade perfect, then we'll give them arcade perfect, which was they gave a home console that cost an insane amount of money. But the games that they sold for the thing were the exact same games they were selling to the arcade companies, the companies who had the stand-up cabinet. So if you wanted to play Art of Fighting, and you got it on Neo Geo, it was arcade perfect because it was the exact same game that was in the arcade. Problem was, it was very expensive, so very few people could afford. Not that gaming's cheap, but it was a lot more expensive than a Nintendo or a Genesis or anything not named the 3DO, basically. But even the 3DO games were still within the $50 price range, while excellent. The Neo Geo games were not. They were $500 a pop, about. So how was your stream yesterday? Okay, we gotta go up north, I think, to find the next wise man, because we can't do the swamp yet until we get the morphing spell. town is located in the south. You should sealed cave. You should visit there. Oh, stop that. Okay. There we go. So he tells us to visit down here. We're looking for a guy, probably in the bar, if memory serves me correctly. Or not. Alright. Where do I have to talk to somebody here? I have to see. Pretty noisy. I wonder, is there a place for only villagers? Yes, that's a very... That's what we're going to next. It's vocalized in the forest. People there don't understand our language. Honk honk from Canada. Welcome in Bright Gaming. Thank you so much. How are things going in Canada? Damn, man. You bought out the entire event store. I know the new Diablo expansion is out, but I have not bought it. I need to wait till it goes on sale. Don't want to go that way yet. Kill you. You're playing, y'all playing good stuff, and I'm the next new game I'm going to play on stream is probably going to be the Legacy of the Dark Knight, Lego Legacy of the Dark Knight game that's coming out. That'll be the next probably brand spanking new game that I play. Ow, ow, ow! I was in pincered there. Lucky throw. Okay, I did visit there, so now what? Trying to remember what I need to do. Yes, got you there, got you there. So how is everybody doing this week? I hope everyone is doing really well. I didn't sleep particularly well 2 nights ago, but I did last night because I kind of demanded that I have a glass of bourbon before going to bed, and it helped. It helped. I slept very well. This is what I needed. Boy, these things are everywhere. At least I can't throw those damn axes, though. Oh, that was weird. Okay, it says you can't climb this yet. You don't have enough power to make it. So the game does warn you in certain places where you can't go. They don't want you to go yet. They're like, yeah, I might want to go there. Okay. That is the poison swamp. So we need to, now that we have the gas mask, we can go in here. Can't kill that. Ah, bastard. Yep, we got it. Oh. I believe the Sword of Fire is somewhere around here. They don't want us in here. Yep, they don't want us in here, so that's how you they go in peace. Go in peace. That's all they know, according to the game. Ugh. Now, if memory serves me right, there's a baby, one of those, down in the swamp somewhere. I gotta bring him back. So, let's go find what we're looking for here. And yeah, we do have to have that gas mask equipped. I'm gonna go recover. I don't like no having no magic. Crazy go crazy pants. Huh. I'm getting a bottle of bourbon delivered today. Desi is very much in favor of getting this Jim Gaffigan bourbon for me, and it's very expensive, but it's very good. And his latest batch is being released. It's just been released. So ordered it, and so the doorbell's probably going to ring while I'm on stream, and I got to go sign for this package. It has to be an adult, because you know I'm got to be an adult signature. Games like these, though, that are like little hidden gems. I know that it's not as hidden as it used to be because there are people who do sing its praises. I do remember reading an IGN article back when IGN knew what the hell they were talking about the 25 best NES games out there, and this was on their list of best NES games. So there are good things that, but I don't think a lot of people know of this game. So it's while it has gained some more popularity. It's nope, don't throw that axe at me. It's gotten more popular with through word of mouth and through watching people seeing people play it. This swamp is where the game the difficulty really kind of jolts up a little bit. So you just have to be kind of careful. Ah! Hey, Kevlar, good to see you. This is a game from way back in the day. I grew up. I remember, like I was saying earlier, I rented this from the video store several times to beat it. We didn't have the money to buy a whole lot of games when I was a kid, so but we rented games almost every weekend, so. And I rented this several times to beat it. I do believe there was a write-up in Nintendo Power about it too, so there were maps in Nintendo Power, especially for this area. I think this was the area that I really needed it for. Because it's little bananas. Can't do anything here yet. That'll be later. Not that we have the right weapon. We need the Sword of Fire to take that guy out. But this is very much a Zelda kind of game, a Zelda clone, but it does a lot of things differently than Zelda. It looks like it kind of plays like it, but the experience part is something that the original Zelda didn't do. Multiple, using be able to switch between swords, something it didn't do. Do I have to go talk to somebody in town about her lost? I bet you I do. I think someone here in town will say, I think my baby. Could be wrong. I've been wrong before and I'll be wrong again. Okay, yep, nothing. I thought there might be. That's the way out. I don't want to go that way. Ooh, hey. Hey! Come on, guys. Give me a break. There we go. Cannot save here. Yeah, that's the boss of this area up there. We need a weapon to get, or item to get him to come out. Back to town we go so we can recover. These guys are assholes. Hi Teddy, good to see you. Sales, probably. Everything always has to do with sales. Always follow the money if you want to know why things are the way that they are. We have to retreat. I need to go back to town and recover. I don't want to lose the experience. I always want to wonder why things are the way that they are with anything. Always follow the money. You bitch. Alright, no screwing around here. Here. Don't need any of that. Always follow the money. Sales will always tell you why things that, are the way that they are. We got metal slugs because people were paying for metal slug. Crystalis / God Killer did not probably did not turn the profitability that they wanted to. I do believe one or two of the characters in this game though did go on to be in other SNK games. Ooh, don't you hit me? There we are. There we go. And this guy up here is still going to tell us to go to town, isn't he? Nope. Okay, I am Tornado. If you are truly a legendary soldier, you should be able to defeat Stom easily. Just force your opponent against the wall. Now, if you had turbo controllers, it's very easy. But we don't, so. Ah. We're getting him. Come on, get up there. Get up there. My finger's getting tired. Got it. Oh, come on, guys. I mean, thank you for the chat, but now I gotta do your thing there. That last break, Alucard. Welcome in, buddy. Let's see. My goodness. Alright, so now we have another magic spell. So if we take a look at our thing here, we can do telepathy. Oop. As well. Hit the button, and now we can talk to any of these. Looking forward to seeing you. And then Kensu here is whatever. But that's telepathy there. Let's load that because of there. I hit the right button. I have to hit the right button. Daylight's on Rumble. Look at that. Rumble Roses. That's what he wants, is Rumble Roses. Daylight is very much. Yeah, you know, it's one thing that if I was, you know, like yesterday, and Hadayama asked me if it was okay to put his chat in or his links in my thing. Absolutely. Not Hadayama. It was Jack and Jack the Lard. Absolutely. You know, I have no problem with my friends doing that, but just for some rando to come in here and do that, no, don't do that. Okay, so we have telepathy now. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Yeah, probably bots, Kevlar. I'm working on it. Funny thing is on Rumble, I'm growing really well. I've up to over 150 followers on Rumble, so happy about that. Ooh, oh no! Don't hit me! Don't hit me! Now will the person tell me that they're missing their child? This is the village of humans. We don't like humans here. Okay, so she's asking us to go find her boy. Won't talk to us. My husband's like, humans, get out. Sorry. I farted. So now we can find her baby, her boy, her son down in the forest here. He's lost. That's what I was looking for. We can take him home, and the village will like us. Right, Whiskey? Yeah. There we go. Okay, so now we have the Sword of Fire, and we can swap between what we need. Now, the Sword of Fire is going to be needed to take down our pal, this guy. But there'll be other monsters that are going to be weak to the fire. Weak fire. Let's see. Does he have? What does he have? Fruit of Power. Fruit of Power sounds like. No, I better not say. YouTube's been going kind of crazy lately, Kevlar, where I've seen a lot of creators have had their accounts demonetized, and it's probably because of the AI stuff. YouTube is now using AI to determine what should be monetized and what shouldn't be monetized, and it's affecting a lot of creators who are not necessarily doing anything wrong. Okay, now we have this. Let's use the insect flute here. I know. Boss time. Ow. Wow, that hit hard. I hope that means that thing is gone for good. Damn it. Nope, not gone for good. And yes, you do have to have the Sword of Fire. I might die here. Oh, we got him. I have the Ball of Fire. Now I've got the Ball of Fire. And we'll see our Ball of Fire now shoots a much more direct path. Yeah, they've gone nuts with the AI on YouTube, and that's where I think there's a lot of issues right now. I have to recover. There's a lot of issues with YouTube's AI, usage of AI right now. So that wouldn't surprise me if that were something that was a deal as well. Now we've done that. Let's see what he has to say. So we're good there. Sword of Fire. Now that we have two swords, you're going to see that some enemies are weak to other some of the other swords. There are 4 swords, as I said. Each sword has 3 levels of power up. So that guy we just took down, he was taking a couple hits with the Sword of Wind, but with the fire, it just goes right through him. And we can hit those finally. We're almost halfway to our next level up, so that's good. Loss! There, good, good, good. Ooh, come on. Loss. Touchdown, boy. Loss. Alright, now that we've done that, he did say he wanted us to bring him the tornado bracelet. Let's see if we can kill these things now that we have the fire sword. Yep, see? Now those things can be killed. They were immune to the wind, but fire takes them out. So, not that the wind sword's useless. We are going to have to use it in certain situations. Again, you're going to find that there are enemies that are can only be hit by certain elements. So, in this case, though, the fire sword is far better at this part of the game. We haven't run into anything that's not weak to it yet. Ow. Hey! Okay. Why do I feel like there's something down here in this town again? In the bar. I feel memory's telling me that there's something here in this bar I need to see, and now that we've done that, nothing yet. Okay. We no longer need the gas mask on. Let's do a quick safety little thing here. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. There we go. Ba-da-da-da. Now that we have the sword, though, I think we can go up the mountain. We'll see if we're still warned about being strong enough to go up the mountain. Whoop. Asshole warthogs. Okay, this is going to be the wise man, right? Yep. Somewhere Mount Saber. Okay. YouTube is also in a situation right now, I think, where they're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. I'm not defending their practices because, quite frankly, things are shifting, as we know from the way media is handled, and YouTube is under probably a lot of pressure from a lot of legacy news outlets. try to, can we go now? Stop. And YouTube has created its own kind of legacy media. You can't shoot diagonally, by the way. You can only do it in 4 directions. So they're having a problem with the legacy media getting onto them. I don't have enough power. Okay. And crap, that's hurting the, you know, so like ABC and CBS and CNN and all these news outlets don't want the investigative journalism that's been going on and at the creator level, and neither do, even when you're talking about video games, your IGNs of the world don't necessarily want people like me being out there getting views that they think they should be getting because they're part of the legacy gaming media. And even though my argument is it should be for anybody, if you're worried about small people on YouTube doing better than your legacy channels, then maybe you should do a better job of reporting. But that's just my opinion. $55. So the fire sword obviously is doing... I don't think the wind sword does anything to these zombies, so having the fire sword definitely helps. The fire sword does nothing on them. But now that we have the ball, see that's how it's different color? That is an ice wall that can be brought down by the fire sword. Those guys shoot paralyzing beams out of their eyes. Be very careful around them. If you get paralyzed, they can just come up and just completely wreck your shit. Come on. Okay. Maybe those aren't the ones that shoot the beams. don't get hurt by that. So then this is the part where you kind of have to get kind of creative. Obviously the wind sword is what's working on them. So you have to switch between them, and that becomes a pain in the ass. That's really the only real quality of life problem I have with this game, is there's no quick button to switch swords. You have to go to, or items, like the ball of wind and the ball of fire. There's no real way to go back and just quickly switch without going to the sub-screen, unequipping, re-equipping, you know, that kind of stuff. Not a huge pain in the ass, but when you're dealing with like this, where those guys were all weak to wind, so now I got to go back and equip this stuff to break this wall down. But you got to remember, we're talking about, guys, this is NES time. There was no quality of life stuff really back on NES. I don't want to leave there just yet. Nowadays, if they were to do a game like this, they would, you know, you hit the R button and then you L and R or whatever, and then you'd be able to easily swap between weapons and make it a hell of a lot easier to do your thing. But they didn't do that with this one. You can't do it. We couldn't do it with this one. Just the time period. See, now we gotta go back to fire. That's kind of a pain in the ass. Go back to wind. So that's kind of, and then when you, and then furthermore, when you are when you have 3 or swords or 4 swords, and you have to find the one element that the enemy is weak to, is also kind of a pain in the ass. So but is it important to level? Absolutely it is. It is. We're only level 6, so the more... We're about to be level 7, though. There we go. Level up. And here we go. Another wall that has growing, so we gotta go back to the fire sword. Now go back to the sword of wind. So. Oh, shit. You found me, but you don't have... You get to find the tornado bracelet before I can teach you more magic. Okay. Haha. So I'm guessing we have to have the tornado bracelet before we can go up that other side of the mountain over there. This is one of those games going to take you a while to beat, too. So if you're looking for something... to take up some time, this'll do it for you. And don't forget, if you want to play it for yourself, it is on the SNK 40th Anniversary Collection. That's what I'm playing it on the Nintendo Switch. There's some games, other games on there with, you know, varying results of being very good, but there are games on there that are really, really fun. So, okay, now we gotta get the fire sword back out. Ooh. I always hit the wrong button, too. I know. I'm not trying to save. Ah. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, come on, you bitch. Computer's being very slow today. Ow. Okay, I've been there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh, hey. Oh, golly. Always hitting the wrong button. Down they go. Oh, come on. Okay, this is where we came in. Now I remember. Brr. This will put us a quarter of the way to the next level up. Good for us. What a dick move. Okay. Wrong button. You see that? Dick move. Did I? Interesting. Okay, so this is, I just did a great big loop. Let's go back. Not sure I like my chances here right now. Might go see if I can go recover. They don't make it easy, you're right, Kevlar. They don't make it easy for anybody these days. And I appreciate it if you've been trying to help me. I do appreciate that. Okay, that's a dead end, right? Let's go. Huh. Still take every bit of experience I can get. Yeah. We did level up, so let's go. Yeah. I know, I got it. Okay. Yep. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Mm-hmm. Oh, gosh. And I missed that one. Let me go down in one hit. Makes no sense. Okay, so we're looking for the tornado bracelet, which I'm guessing is somewhere around here. Well, I appreciate you saying that, I do. I try to. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There we go. I will play new stuff. There just hasn't been a lot of new stuff coming out that I really want to play. And I've got this huge backlog of games that I've been playing forever. Come on, get in there. Oh, thank you. I try to do verses. I do. And we go over here. And so yesterday, I was going into you bastard. I was going into the other room, and I saw Whiskey left the poop nuggets all over the floor. I had to pick up his poop nuggets. I didn't want to pick them up. They were all over the floor. In other words, he just went in there and pooped. Got you there. Alright. At least we're gaining good XP from this. I think this is the wrong way, though. I want to grow! Yeah, this is the wrong way. This is the way to get back out. Or not, okay. It's interesting, though, to think about how when you play a game like this and you go, why didn't they just make it to where you could just swap out the swords easily? And it's because the Nintendo Entertainment System, the controllers only had 2 buttons on it. It was A, B, select and start, choose your menus and such. But your magic and your attacks are the 2 buttons. If this would have been on the SNES, they could have used the R and L buttons for you to switch between swords and such. But they didn't do that. They couldn't do it here. Come on, baby. Oop, don't hit me. Please, Hammer, don't hurt him. I think there's a boss to get the tornado bracelet. I could be wrong about that. I don't really remember. Oh. Well. This is a wise man or something is around here. Thank you. I do the Arnold. Oh, this is... The wind is returning to leaf soon. Okay. So this is actually the original spot of the game. So let's go to... He says go to Leaf Village. Let's go see what's at Leaf Village. Here we are. This is the original area of the game. Is where we were. Leaf Village is where we first appeared. And Leaf Village is now empty. Some evil people attacked. They took everyone away. So, there's nobody here. Nope. Nobody's here. So just stay for free. Stay for free. You can do that right now. Hear me now, believe me later. There's nobody left in the Leaf Village. This is where we came out of the thing. We were reborn from here. But evil people took everybody away. So let's return back to the wise man and see what he has to say. Get out of my way, Mr. Tiger Man. I did return to Leaf, and I talked to the rabbit. Evil people took everybody away. Oh, wrong sword. Wrong sword. You gotta get the sword out, the right sword, to attack these guys. That's right. You gotta do it the right way. That's right. Yes. Yes, here we go, yes. Laddie. Got it going down here, yes. And now we're under 600 experience points from our new level up. So I love it. I love it, I love it. And so now we will get the sword out, another sword. We gotta get the fire sword out here. Because these zombies are weak to the fire sword. Down. Always level up. The game almost ingeniously works in a way to where these guys are worth a lot of XP, and if we would have come out of the cave that we came out of and just walk over here and just start grinding, we could have gained levels quickly, but because we didn't have the fire sword, we couldn't do it. Okay, you guys are weak to wind, but I don't... What the hell? That was weird. There's a rewind feature, so that's good. Okay, we came through there. Don't you hit me. Don't you throw that shit at me. Okay, and now we're gonna go up here. Another wall. Whiskey is laying here next to me, trying to take over more of my foot carriage on my couch here because he is a little shit, is what he is. Of course, I want to take the opportunity to thank everybody for making my first month as a Rumble Premium creator to a Rumble creator to be successful. I did make every one of my goals, smashed them, in fact. So that means a lot to me. It means a lot to me that it means I can do something. And I felt like, you know, on Rumble, I actually feel like I am growing. So that's a good thing. Ooh, okay. You guys do not like the fire sword. Let's do the fire sword now. I'm at $2,200 in cash, so that's good too. Oh. I don't think I'm in the right spot. in here. Oh gosh, I should have taken a hit there. Oh, that time I did take a hit. All right, you guys. I think this is the wrong way. Oop. I know, Whisk. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm going the wrong way. And these guys I should be killing. This is going to be... Here, okay. This is actually the right way after I find the tornado bracelet. I know. Wrong button. Look at it, we are actually getting closer to our next level up. Pardon me. I know, Whiskey. I had to sneeze. Going back here, getting the Sword of Fire. Yeah, swords. They're swords. Oh! Told you pink meant poison. Oh, shit. Respawn is a bitch. There's our level up. See, that's always the wrong button. I know. Go that way. There we go. Okay, that's... We're going to try that in just a second, because I think this way is to get us... He's going to show us right where the guy is, right? Yeah. And that's... We've already been here. Ah. Okay, yeah. I'm happy that we're getting experience and money from this, though, but I'm not happy that I am completely and utterly lost. Okay, that's the way... We were just in that cave. Yeah. There we are. I thought so. Since we leveled up, let's go recover and save our game. For no other reason, but besides the fact that we've managed to level up. And levels up are important. So is the money, but I like to levels up more. Well, not really. I like the money too. Let's do it. Yeah, you're not gonna hit me again. Okay, so we have been all over this area except the right place. I do believe we can take that off. I forgot to save. There we go. This might be where we need to go. Or I can just take a frickin' hit, because that's what I do best. And we haven't been here yet. So this could be very close to what we're looking for. This could be what we're looking for. Hey, Tigress, this is going pretty well. Trying to remember where everything is for a game I haven't played in 20 years. This can be a little maddening, but especially when it's a game like this that's as large as it is. but I remember some stuff, so. Hope you're having a great day today. Hope you've had a great week. Okay, let's get our fire sword back out for these guys. Oop. Oh, your favorite NES game. Cool, I'm glad. It's been, like I said, it's been a minute since I've played this. I grew up playing it back in the day, but it's been a minute. Okay, I don't see where. Okay, we just go up. Oh, bastard. Okay, we're going up here now. Ah, tornado bracelet. Ah ha ha ha! Okay, so the tornado bracelet, for those who don't know, takes the place of the ball of wind. It still will break down walls if we need it to, but now it has an added effect. You see, and it costs magic. Tornado bracelet. So now we have 3 down there, and it'll summon these tornadoes to attack enemies and things like that. So that's how that works. Definitely don't want to waste magic, though. I think it costs magic to use the tornado bracelet. Memory serves me. See, okay. It does, but that's. Yeah, it does cost magic to use. I thought so. But now that we have that, we can go talk to the wise man. He'll teach us another thing. I rented it like crazy when I was a kid. This is one of those games that's impossible to beat in one sitting, just about. And you know, we would rent games over the weekend, but I would do my best to rent it more than once because there was no way to really complete this game without, with one playthrough, with one thing. All right, now we can go talk to the wise man. We have the tornado bracelet. I will say, considering this is a professionally released game on the Nintendo Switch by SNK, it does seem very janky. Like, not stable. Alright. Now. Yep, that's what I'm playing on. Anniversary Collection. That's what I'm playing it on. I think this is... Yep, I didn't think that was the right way. Ow! You bastard! I do have the original NES cart in my NES collection. It has box and instructions, if I'm not mistaken. That was... I did get that. Oh. What am I saving this thing for? You're saving it to kill those things. Kill them. No, they didn't. It's a straight port. I think, quite frankly, I think what they have done is I don't know if any game company will ever come out and admit this, but I have a feeling what they end up doing is they went online and found a ROM of Crystalis and put it on the cartridge. I don't think they did anything themselves to do much with it. But they didn't fix any translation errors or anything like that. You are 1000% correct. That's true. That's true. They might do things to improve a little bit of performance here and there, but for the most part, I just think they go and they find ROMs and just dump them onto a cartridge and sell them. But, as I've said many times, and I will say it again, if you release quality products, we will reward you. Enigma, I'm surprised you made it back. I'll teach you now the teleport spell. This magic will allow you to move from town to town instantly. Have a safe journey. Alright. So now that I have that, we can equip that spell. We cast, and we can go to any of these towns we've already been to. That's funny, and that's so Nintendo. that is like Nintendo. Let's save that. Okay. Oh, no, don't do that. There we are. Get you down. Oh, it's 11:40. I need to start the oven for my lunch. Okay, we don't want to go that way. I think now we have a tornado bracelet, they will let us up the other side of the mountain. Oh, Whiskey's listening to me. There you go, Whisk. Thank you. Good boy. Or he's hoping for a sunbeam, which is probably closer to what is actually happening. Alright, so now we can go up this side. We're plenty strong enough now that we've got the tornado bracelet. Give me 1 second to go start the oven real quick, because for lunch I'm going to put a pizza in the oven. So I'll be back in just a second. All I gotta do is just start it up. That's all. It'll take but a minute. I'm back, everybody. Look at me. I'm back. I've returned, I have. Alright, so we've done that. Let's see. Let's get our sword powered up here. Funny thing is, we don't even know who the bad guys are yet. I have an inn. Oh, yeah, I already talked to you. Got that in your oven. Homemade kale chips. Interesting. I have a frozen pizza from Aldi. I'm going to put it in the oven. Don't need any of that. I don't think I need that right now. I'm pretty close to being maxed out, so... I had a dream. I failed. I captured by some strange people. They put me in a cave. I also saw the people from Leaf. They were being forced to work. But I escaped and they found me. I cannot move. Me, hold on, hold on. Oh, I wish I could have tasted Dad Ray's food again. Oh, I'm dead. He's already dead. Sight, he is dead. No more. He has passed away. I hear somebody talking. Okay. Are those villages Are those worthless villages working well? Well, they're used to the cold weather, and I haven't heard any complaints. But of course, it's difficult to complain when you're not allowed. We must make them work harder. For long live the Dragonia Empire. Alright, so we have an empire. Attack! Oh, so that didn't work. That didn't work. Got him down. One more. Here you are. Oop. Okay. I don't know if we have the right sword equipped. We'll find out. Are they... I would much rather use the fire sword because it's much better and I won't accidentally... Oh, see, they're immune, so I can't. I have to use this one. And now we got to go back to this one. See what I mean about the quality of life thing? That if they were to actually properly remake this game, they could make it to where you could swap between swords with a simple push of the button. Ooh, don't poison me. Oh, I didn't. Really? I didn't know that. I played this game a bunch. I didn't know that. Good antidotes. Antidotes are good for you. Because there's enemies that can poison you. We've already been poisoned once. Let's go this way. Good. But then again, I didn't know that. I haven't played this game in so long, I wouldn't remember anyway. Ooh. Is she gonna... Yeah, they take off their heads and throw it at you. There we go. Yeah, stop the accidental charge of level 3. That's what I was trying not to do. Okay, there's that. No, I didn't. Oh, crap, no. That's what I'm going to use my magic on. The warp spell is nice though, because then, you know, if we get to a point where we've leveled up or whatever and we're weak, we can actually just warp out course, we have warp boots for that too. Cheap ass. Don't you go that way? No! Ah. Keep taking those accidental hits. Down they go. Oh, you guys are weak to wind. And no, that's not right. It only charges to level 1. It's all good though. Ah. Now we have another. How do the I'm just wondering how the soldiers get on the other side of that ice wall. Hey, stab me. There we go. So I have to unequip the ball, okay. Yep, okay, you're right. There you are. That's so strange. Am I taking it slow? Yes, I am. Oh! That little bitch. Now we have 2 fire sword things. So you saved us, big deal. Thank you for saving it. So you saved us. Big deal. Oh, crap, 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 crap. Don't do it. Well done, randomizer for Crystalis. It has a ton of upgrades and everything else, like automatically swapping between balls and bracelets and instantly swapping. Yeah, see, that's the thing is I was talking about is this game really needs that. Oh, there's top. Okay. That's what I was trying to do, is get you to rope-a-dope. And now I have the key to the prison. Oh, no, no you don't. Gotcha. Da, 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 da. I might be weak. Oh. I agree with you so much, Tigress. Absolutely. Being able to swap... Oh, okay. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not ready for him. Let's see. Can I... Magic power's too low. That's what I wanted. That's interesting. Well, they're working on the streets outside. Still haven't seen my bourbon yet. But you know what? Let's go ahead and go to lunch. So I'm going to go ahead and take an hour to go to lunch, and I'm going to reset this and load it back up because it's freezing on one of the sub screens, and I think it's because of the performance of the thing. But it doesn't matter. Anyway, we'll load it back up. If you've not done so yet, please follow me: Twitch, Twitter, Kick, Rumble, subscription on YouTube. I would love it also if you would do me the favor of, if you're on YouTube and Rumble, hitting that like button, commenting, all that good stuff. It does not cost you anything. I'm not asking you to spend any money. Let me go ahead and get my first Brumble raid out of the way. Of course, because it's lunchtime, it's time for Yarn Witch. She's playing Dead Space, so she's going to be cussing a lot. So hang tight, guys. Don't go far. I'll be back here in about an hour, okay? So hang tight. Stick close. I'll see you soon, guys. I'll be back in an hour. Thank you, Kevlar. I hope so. I'm going to. It's a crappy frozen pizza, but that'll be good. Here we go. I'll see you guys here in about an hour.